It's Week 15 of the NFL.
And up next is this team's leader at quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. The action is only moments away. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career, get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
Well, the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers. Of course, all the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. The Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one caught by Lazard. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Conklin goes in motion. He'll try to run for it with Hall. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They give to Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Another run here with Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touch.
In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the
to the goal line and in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to 1 score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the 4th quarter, this thing's within 1 score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Shaq. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their 1st drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Hey, smash. Riggs. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And his guys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Whoa! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
He is in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Zone infraction, defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be marked out at the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's Sauce Gardner, the all-pro, there to knock that one away. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Shot.
They'll look to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage like you saw there.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. We are through one. 14-3 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Again, it's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Lazard. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards. He just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
It's a gain of 19.
Concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. The last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Rodgers now. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Conklin goes in motion. On the run, here's Hall. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Rodgers. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On 4th down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive. To the air now on 1st and 10. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
2nd and 7. Throwing Rodgers. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. On comes Thomas Morstead. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Jets are in front as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Brian Robinson with a touchdown run. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one, all tied. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. there is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, and as an offense, you're in trouble.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a first down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Will McDonald, their attack. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one on target to Watson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's in for the touchdown. And with that last touchdown, another milestone. He is the owner of the NFL record, the most total touchdowns by a running back in a single season. Now, for the point after. He's got it. And his guys will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Brees Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. What a mistake, Greg. That's the worst place on the field for that to happen. The fumble back in your own danger zone turns it into a disaster zone as the defense gets 6 points.
Yeah, and anytime you attempt to pass out of your own end zone, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit, but what a great time to bring pressure. If you're the defense there, you know you have them backed up, you know their quarterback's looking to make a play to get out of there, and you dial up pressure at the perfect time, not only to force the fumble, Mike, but you're able to recover it in the end zone for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. This drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Here we go, shot. Street. Check go.
Here's a run. A second effort, and he is in. Has a touchdown. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And his guys will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Set to go now on 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Hall, a first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. We'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Well, that's a nice one for the stat line. That last grab, his 50th on the season.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's a very fine line, Mike, for a quarterback when he escapes the pocket is how long do I remain a passer and when do I turn into a runner? And you can see the quarterback kind of going back and forth here and probably would have been better off just throwing this one away, but instead he takes the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Trap 60. Left wing 19.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Now Doug Peterson, none too pleased with that call. And out comes the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. Sets Warriors 70.
They send a receiver in motion left. He's going to look downfield once again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Second down, Rodgers. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll set up the screen to Hall. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Corley.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Again, it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Take it in at the 8th. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. He'll run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Defense.
They'll run here. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stick to the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The man in motion is Watson. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one.
Bronco switch. Here we
They'll keep it on the ground. Woo! And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. And he's into the end zone yet again for the score. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, Roger. This is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. This pass deflected and caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Rodgers going up top again. A pass caught right side by Conklin. And he will get into the end zone. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Zerline's kick. Up and good. And the Jets will cut the deficit to 7. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Let's go now. Check, hurt. Check, go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. Set up. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
It's 4th down.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.